Good morning to all, friends of the oceans. I'm in a kind of difficult situation in front of this assembly because according to the Slido exercise, you feel as a quiet flowing river. I better feel as a tidal estuary because here in Brussels, things come and go, and you never really know in which direction it would go a few hours later. And you want to learn more about the mission, and I have nothing to share with you concrete about the missions. My colleagues were very good at that. And you don't really expect to be inspired. So I will try just to share some convictions with you. First, I really be committed and I love seas and oceans because it's my day-to-day life as MEP. I am the chair of SELUCA Intergroup, Sea and Ocean Intergroup, and with MEPs from different political groups, we try to put the oceans at the top of the political agenda in the parliament. And it is very difficult because we are always the little thing beside very strong, old economic sectors which are very much stronger than us. So we need to advocate very strongly and very collectively. And we need to say explicitly that you worked to restore the ocean, and that at European level we did not deliver and we did not achieve our goals. So we need more efforts and more investments, and if we need more efforts and more investments, we need this mission again for the next year, but I will come back to that. I love science, I love independent science, I love quality of science, and it is under pressure at international level with a decision taken by Donald Trump, but also in some of our member states in European Union. When Ursula von der Leyen launched on Monday the Ocean Eye initiative, I think it's a good political signal, even if the amount of money is modest, 50 billion, but it's a good political signal. And for me, the signal is that Europe is committed to be able to produce the data we need to be coherent and to be clever and to make a good decision about the future of our oceans. And it's an absolutely a necessity. I love evidence-based policy making. I am working here in Brussels for 15 years in different positions, including the Committee of the Region. And the Commission is always talking about evidence-based policy making. I don't know if the Commission is always acting in an evidence-based policy-making process when we see all the omnibus, simplification, deregulation, decision taken in contradiction with the science and with the data, or too small efforts to be able to reach the goals that data and science shows us what should be our objectives and what should be our action. And as Marco Marcula said, because we worked a lot together in the Committee of the Region, I love cooperation between actors, I love ecosystems, I love place-based approach of science and innovation and transformation process. And the missions are about that. And this was the main innovation in the concept of a mission to bring at the core of the Horizon Europe program a new tool based on this cooperation, based on this kind of transformative process, based on this ecosystemic and cooperative approach. And some still consider that it is strange. It is not pure science. It is a kind of heterodox tool in research policy that should not exist anymore. So thanks to DG RTD, Madame Rousseau, and last year your colleague, to really be committed to defend this mission. I hope not to defend this mission just until 2030, but for the whole new period, so really a second period for the missions. It will have to be really clear in the next week. And thanks to have launched this call to support the mobilization of regions and cities, ports, waterfront cities, islands, all these communities who are acting so much, who are really mobilizing their own means, putting ocean and coastal area, how to tackle climate change at the core of their local strategies. And thanks to the Committee of the Region, to CPMR, to be there to really also help to mobilize this region and cities and to share all the key messages we need, because it's not so easy to convince a region or a city that it is useful to be part of this type of call. There will be a real concrete feedback for the region because there is real commitment at European level. And then you demonstrate that, you make bridges between the European institutions, the citizens, and you open the opportunity for better mobilization and better efficiency. So, I love solutions, and I love the missions. Madame Rousseau, you described the results, the outputs that the mission delivered. And I think one of the most important elements of a mission is that in a lot of cases, we did not know what to do. Now we know what to do. The question is to adopt the solution you developed, you proposed, and to scale it up at European level and in all of our regions. You delivered some unexpected result because you are the forum where the manifesto from Pascal Lamy, Jacques Delors, and then the Ocean Pact was born. Now we need implementation and we need concrete decision. And I will say again what I said at the opening of these Ocean Days Monday morning. When we will meet again in 1 year, the time will not be anymore to talk about what could be MFF or the future strategies for maritime industry, for ports, for coastal areas, for islands, for tourism, for outermost region. In 1 year, we will see what we will have been able to achieve or not, what will have been the decisions that would have been taken or not. And there is a lot, Marco is right, a lot of uncertainty and a lot of opportunities and a lot of dangers. Defend the missions, yes. I defend the mission so much that I want one more about Exposome. And it will have some link with oceans about how our environment, our exposures bring to NCDs have impact on our health. And if we really want to have this ecosystemic approach of quality of life, of transformation of our societies, and invent the new way of life in link with Green Deal, we need to have all these open spaces the mission are. So I want to defend the mission. But we need for that a real ambition at European level. We need an ambitious Horizon Europe with the mission at the core, and we need an ambition for blue issues through all policies in the MFF. And it's not easy to achieve that because, yes, Commissioner Cadiz succeeded in putting a reference to Ocean Pact, perhaps in all the legislation. But the legislation are so vague that nobody knows how it will be implemented and what the Commission will do or not if we stay with so vague text for the next year implementation of all the budgets. So in the Parliament, we are this group of MEPs trying to put some blue everywhere in ECF regulation, in Horizon Europe regulation, but also in national and regional partnership plan, but also in Connecting Europe, but also in the new policy about defense and security, but also in global Europe, because we absolutely need this mainstreaming of maritime and ocean issues through all the MFF. In the current one, we consider with the research service of the Parliament that we could mobilize 3% of the MFF in link with ocean issues. Our objective is to mobilize in the next one 6% of the MFF, to double. It is modest, because all of you know that ocean is the major carbon sink. It is the ecosystem our life really rely on. So if the ocean gives us half of the oxygen for breathing, we should give the ocean half of the budget. So we are far from that, but coming from 3 to 6 would be a good result, and it could bring to 120 billion euros through all the different policies. And you are here also as a mission to show the coherence between the different public policies, not also research, and how combined they can impact the ocean and they can bring to transformation. So this will be my last word, transformation. You worked a lot, you proposed solution, now we have to diffuse solution to make it adopted and to scale up, because to restore our ocean is still an objective and we have to make some more efforts to achieve that. Thank you.